original oratory speech. Are my judges ready? Yes. And by the way, it's about Jesus. Okay. If God has a voice and can create everything out of nothing, then God can send his own son in the form of a human being with a pulsating heart to save humanity. It started with a heartbeat that in a life that contained a routine, a cause, and indescribable teachings. He lived a perfect life which led him to the wonderful cross, with him taking the wrath on the cross, and eventually his heartbeat stopped. Miraculously, after 3 days, his heart beat once again. He is alive and exalted with his never-fading scars, and forevermore humanity's heart beats after his. A wonder of human pregnancy is that human hearts began pulsating just 3 weeks after conception. Just weeks following when the angel declared to his mother Mary in Luke 1, "You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus," the human heart of the Son of God beat. As a child, he learned to walk, talk, and learned to read. Going into adulthood, he worked. He had a routine. He had a purpose. He walked a bunch. He slept, rested, retreated, and he even wept. We may only have crumbs of Jesus' spiritual habits in the Bible, but what we do have is his spiritual sequences more than anyone else in the Bible. He prayed. He prayed often. He prayed with others and prayed to remove demons. For Christians, his routine of prayer has become there today. Jesus walked. In his lifetime, Jesus walked about 15,000 miles. Sometimes when he was walking, he would explain his cause. His cause was to glorify and obey his Abba Father no matter what. Even on the night prior to his death, Jesus prayed. John 17 records his words as, "I glorified you on earth, and I have manifested your name." Jesus taught. His teachings were indescribable. His teachings spread like fire because of his miraculous miracles. When people heard him preaching, they were stunned and shocked. And man, when his parents saw him preaching, they too were stunned and shocked. He answered questions with the most jaw-dropping responses. When he did this, he gave humanity understanding of what set him apart from others. Jesus once declared, "My teachings are not of my own, but of God who sent me." Jesus did bless to many with his public sermons, but he gave the best of his time to his followers, and uniquely, his 12 disciples. Sadly, his cause led him to the cross. Why do we call the cross wonderful when it was the worst way to die back when the Roman Empire ruled over the Mediterranean? It wasn't the cross that was wonderful. No, it was who died on the cross. Jesus made the cross wonderful. But what is so good about Good Friday? We call that dreadful day on which Jesus died Good Friday because we see the wonder of the cross breaking through all the awfulness. Humanity hangs onto Calvary and seeks the valuable blood he sacrificed with eyes peeled wide open and lit by his spirit. They see past the terror of his grisly execution into the triumph he attained for humankind. But sadly, on that unique, horrible Friday, the human heart of the Son of God, the one humanity calls perfect, stops beating. How long did he endure on the cross? He was nailed onto the cross for his 6 final hours until at last he gasped, "The dust!" In suffering, he could no longer breathe, and the human heart of the Son of God stopped beating. The Romans then stabbed his side to verify he was dead. They then took down the body and placed it in a cave with a stone closing the entrance. Friday, Saturday, and to the morning of Sunday, his body lay with no heartbeat. But soon that would change. In Mathes's Rich Wounds, he describes God is slowly producing the first taste of harvest to come, glorifying his flesh, gently warming his heart, and then, for the first time, making it beat again, now with an unstoppable rhythm, one that will march on without end. Two women who had followed Jesus cried their eyes dry for 2 days and ached their voices dry. Sabbath appeared and their mourning had remained. Their original plan was to deliver incense to coat Jesus' dead body. They experienced the ground quiver. In the book of Luke, it tells us they found the stone rolled away, but not his body. Confusion, numbness. And then everything changed with that word from the angel. He is not here, but has risen. Jesus rose. The reign of the Messiah had begun. He destroyed death and devastating sin, putting for those who are willing to believe Satan, the enemy, under his feet. He is alive and exalted with his never-fading scars. But before he ascended, his defining wounds were the way he showed his disciples that it was him, in the same body, but now risen and remade. But what do his scars mean for humanity? His scars will always tell humanity that victory lies in him. But why did Jesus ascend? His ascension to heaven makes everything he did on earth possible for us to enter heaven. Because God has a thundering yet gentle voice, by sending his own Son in the form of a human being who lived a perfect life, his heart that will never stop beating again saves humanity forevermore. Thank you for listening.